Well, good morning and welcome to Mold Webinar Session 3. We are going to start with Lesson 4 today, Preventing Mold Growth and Weatherization Best Practices. What you will learn in Lesson 4, first of all, the importance of controlling indoor moisture. 2, suggested humidity levels. 3, kitchen and bath moisture control and ventilation. 4, air tightness and pressures as it relates to moisture. 5, crawl space and attic ventilation. And 6, structural drying. Now, preventing mold is not rocket science. Controlling moisture is the key. And make a note that when controlling moisture and dealing with molds, always refer to your state weatherization standards. Why clients need to control indoor home moisture? Well, an average family of 4 can generate over 6 gallons of moisture per day. For example, a shower excludes towels and spillage. They can generate up to a pint per each 10-minute shower. With a closed dryer, drying vented indoors, 5 pints per load. With a combustion unvented space heater, 7.6 pints per gallon of kerosene. Cooking dinner for a family of 4, 1.2 pints. And 1.6 if they're cooking with gas. Just mopping the floor, you can create 1.5 pints per 50 square feet. Respiration for a family of 4, 4/10 of a pint per hour. And desorption of materials, seasonal, 6 to 17 pints per day. New construction can create 10+ pints per day. Ground moisture migration up to 100 pints per day. Excuse me. 1 pint can increase the relative humidity by about 8% in a 1,500 square foot single floor home. You need to monitor relative humidity. These types of monitors are recommended for greater accuracy. Now, in cold climates, you need to maintain between 35 to 50% relative humidity. In hot, humid climates, you need to maintain between 40 and 60% relative humidity. Now, preventing mold, kitchen and bath moisture control. Bathrooms, kitchens, and utility areas should be vented to the outside, never to the attic or crawl space. Exhaust vents rarely discharge the rated CFM. Exhaust timer options, a single pole timer or a light and fan timer switch. Clothes dryer can be a real mold maker. Lint equals organic material, and the exhaust air equals pounds of moisture, combined with the temperature, typically between 70 to 100 degrees plus Fahrenheit. All of those things combined create ideal conditions for mold growth. Dryer rules. You need to always vent to the outside. With mobile homes, you need to vent beyond the skirting. Do not vent into crawl spaces, and if possible, direct vent to outside using smooth metal piping. Now, if elbows are needed, you need to limit those to 2 elbows. Exhaust vent rules. Number 1, size correctly. Recommend 50 CFM for bathroom venting, 100 CFM for kitchen venting. Now, if venting is continuous, exhaust to outdoor, never into the attic, and follow the shortest vertical distance to the outside or direct vent through the wall. 4, control bathroom exhaust with a timer or humidistat. 5, use aluminum piping without screws and taped joints. Now, air sealing can keep humid air and moisture from entering the home. However, over-tightening can cause elevated relative humidity. Use your blower door to monitor air tightness. Avoid negative pressures in hot, humid climates. Here's an example, an illustration of leaky air handling unit and supply vents. Negative pressure can be caused by leaky ducts where there's infiltration coming into the home because of these situations. Infiltration of warm, humid air can come into the walls, through chases, and into rooms, and condensation on cool surfaces. Controlling moisture with foundation drainage considered. Now, where does foundation moisture come from? Well, 1 inch of rain on a 1,000 square foot roof can create 623 gallons. A high water table, foundation plants, and a leaking water spigot. Recommended clients install gutters and downspouts, extend downspouts, and slope the ground 1 inch per foot away from the house. Preventing mold in the crawl space moisture control situation, you need crawl ventilation into the crawl space. Should have at least 4 vents, 1 square foot of net-free area ventilation per 150 square feet of floor space. Never exhaust interior mechanical into crawl space like a clothes dryer, and use a minimum thickness of 6 mil poly moisture barrier, which is a must. Preventing mold in the attic through attic ventilation. You need cross ventilation in the attic. You need a high and low ventilation setup, and vent with 1 square foot of net-free area ventilation to each 150 square feet of attic area. And once again, never exhaust interior mechanical into the attic. Preventing mold, attic ice damming in cold climates. Now, this is an illustration of an ice dam, and you see where there's soaked and rotted cornice members, and the soffit is rotted, and there's stained, blistering, and peeling siding, and you've got soaked insulation up here, and you've got stained, cracked, and spalled plaster, and there's an uninsulated void right here. Well, how do you prevent these situations from happening? This was caused actually by snow on the roof and then turning into snow water underneath, which leaked down in and created the ice dam right here that you see. And a way to prevent that is to install a continuous soffit vent, install ceiling insulation, and above that install an insulation wind baffle between here and the roof. Let that run up to where it can create airflow going from the continuous soffit vent up through here. And attic venting does prevent ice damming in cold climates. Now, preventing mold through air cleaners. Inform clients. Mold spores are very tiny. Molds can stay airborne for days. Filters remove only some spores and do not remove proteins or VOCs. Ozone units should not be used in an occupied space. Preventing mold. Clients should be encouraged to reduce humidity with a dehumidifier. And structural drying. You need to open enclosed areas like closets and cabinets. Maintain ambient air temperatures inside between 68 and 72 degrees. Circulate air across damp surfaces by using fans to move air. Exhaust moist air to the outside. Now, drying may take several days or longer. Now, this concludes Mold Webinar Session number 3. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day.